Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to SkyVault's episode 61 here. Yeah, we got a nice juicy one here. We're level 35. We got a lot of things to build, a lot of jewels to craft with. I did a little bit of organizing in between episodes here. I also did a little bit of theory crafting on what we kind of want. And we have a direction we're going to go with because there's a lot of options. So wanted to have that nailed down a little bit before we started. But before we actually build our tool, we're also going to craft a bunch of jewels. And that may change the direction we want to go with. So we're going to have a lot of jewels crafted. And yeah, all that good stuff and more. We'll see you on the episode. All right, here we go. So we're on the next tier of tool, which is really, really good. I'll show up the organization first. So this is the only side that the drawer controller can connect to drawer-wise here. So we put the chests on this side, drawers on this side. This is my... I don't know how long we're going to leave this drawer here. This is my drawer to see if we're overflowing on anything that needs to actually be saved. Right now it's mostly just junk armor. Put the mushrooms here for the potions. All this normal stuff here for sure. We do have some new bounties to go over. And I think we're going to go for this one because double repair core is awesome. There's a chance we should have redone that one by now, but that's okay. Okay, and then jewel organization. So this is just a bunch of big chests here. So this one is going to be nothing, only flawless and above. Or flawed and above? Flawed and above. So jewels with multiple affinities, multiple, suffixes and prefixes on them or whatever, because that's usually where you kick off a tool, is like finding a good one of these and going. You don't always, but like finding a good one of these and then building out your tool from there is how we go. This one's going to be mining speed durability. Hey, Zirneth. Thank you very much.
Ready for Vault dominance.
Heck yeah. Thank you for the year of support. I really do appreciate that. Supporting all the content here on the YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate you. So mining speed, less important, so that's why we have so much left. A little bit of durability here. We might use that, might not. We'll see. This is going to be item quantity, item rarity, soulbound. This one's going to be trap disarm, copiously reach. This one's all of our affinities. This one's axing, picking, shoveling. This one's like specialty jewels, so hammers, pulverizers, smelters. We're not going to use these. We do have a lot of hammering jewels, which is really cool. But I kind of want to save these for level 50. And I did put these two here. Maybe we slap these over here. That's the idea, right? Yeah, we'll slap those over there. These are all very good. These are less so good, but these are fantastic. So we can make a really nice hammer later on, for sure. But that said, for our next tool, we do need to make sure we have 3 Wutodic mass to work with. So let's make the mass first. Prior to crafting. And I'm actually going to save these there. So when I'm crafting my jewels, we don't like overcraft on that. Yeah. So just grab out all this. Which requires bronze after the fact. That is the wrong table. Classic. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit here as well. Just dump those away. These are for our actual main looting. Put that away. Put those there. Beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead. I don't know if our implicits have increased yet. It looks like it. We're at least on 2% for those, right? Well, that's cool. I didn't know that those rendered. Yeah, we're at least on higher level of those. 3 to 6, 0.5 to 2%, 5 to 15. Yeah, because that's the big one, right? It's getting the higher implicits going. All right, gonna use that. It's usually what you get held up on. All right. And I move my recycler here. I do need to get... I think we're going to get a chest. Don't know how I want to do this just yet. I might just put it in line with this. And have a chest for getting rid of things we don't want. So, those are both pretty good. Not terrible. Wow. Axing, Wooden Affinity, Quant, and Copiously. I might actually use this for this upcoming build. Because I'm thinking about doing a Paxel that is our wooden chest and Copiously. Combine those into one. No. It's okay. That's an awkward combo. No. No. Don't think that's worthwhile. I like keeping extras of those. Pulverizing mining speed. That's fine. Picking mining speed copiously. That could be interesting. I think we're good on those. That's a pretty good item quantity. That's not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. So we'll keep getting those filled up there. I think we're good on this, though. I think we have a good way to kick this off. I do like the idea of this guy. I know it's a bit of a cluster there, but that's okay. So I think we're going to grab this, all of those, and this. And we're going to see how well we can do there. Let's go see what we're short on this guy. Pretty much everything. Let's get our driftwood. Let's get... we should have some bronze in there. Yeah, we already have bronze in there. Let's put this there. And that's the Voltrite ingots, and then the mass. Which the Voltrite ingots should be cheap. Short the Painite, classic. All right, for this one, I'm going to do the shortcut here. There's 9 of these, maybe? $12 of them. All right, so this is Axing Wooden Affinity. Let's get that going there. This one's picking mining speed copiously. So we can start with a shovel and put these two on. That puts us at 70 out of, I think these are 200. Which is not terrible, but that gets our Wooden Affinity, our Paxel, plus a little speed, and then we can just do nothing but copiously, and maybe a Soulbound. If there's room. That was the advantage of doing this one, was axing Wooden Affinity plus a Soulbound. But I kind of like that Quant plus copiously. Alright, I'm not using that. Let me just clear the noise here. These will be for later. Alright, let's start with that. So we need to start with a shovel. And then the mass. Okay. Alright, here goes nothing. We need an anvil over here as well. Anvil, please. Start putting these everywhere, I think. Alright, so you, then you, then you. So we have a full Paxel here with the Wooden Affinity. And then we have 130 left. And then let's best decide these. Definitely want that. I think we definitely want everything under 30. Or anything under 20 here. Or 20 and under. It's 100. So 84 left. Oh, yeah, that one. 73 left. $45 left. This gives us 13 left. What can we do with 13? I would like Soulbound. That would be nice. Oh, I was also thinking some Reach as well. So we have 45 here. Does anything add up to 45 nicely? Those two do? Because that little extra Reach can go a long way there. But also just getting this maxed out on copiously is not a terrible idea. We can save the Reach stuff for later. Don't hate that idea. And again, I really don't hate this idea of soulbound as well. 45, so we could do 22. Just checking all these out. 22. It's very close. Could do that for the little 0.15 reach. I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather have Soulbound. It's so convenient to because it's gone forever if we lose it. It's not like we just get it back. You know, it's gone forever. So I think Soulbound's way more important here. And that leaves us with 23 to work with after the fact. I keep in the copious. I guess it was in here. So we can actually keep an eye out for like you know, some extra of that. We could also increase the mining speed as well. Like that's not a terrible idea either. Like this is exactly 23, which we also have like this. That one's also exactly 23 for 5.7. So like we could do that to make getting the wooden chests faster. I think I like that idea. It also makes getting it makes getting the ores faster as well. So 19 mining speed, soulbound, a little bit of item quantity, mostly copiously, and we'll still have this junk pick here to mine the stone out with. But I think this is what we're ending up with. I think this is where we're going to be at. That's pretty cool. And we're going to do fortune instead of... Oh, right. These don't have spots. Okay. We're done with that theory. And we're going to do fortune instead of silk touch. We're going to do fortune instead of silk touch. That'll make it so when we hit leaves, we don't get random leaves in our inventory, stuff like that. So, but we also have some skill points to spend here. So we're going to go one more into Vein Miner. Get that 32 block. Then we're going to go for expertise. We're committed to divine. So we're going to go up to 35% chance instead of 20, which seems great to me. Then we'll be 50-50 at level 40, which seems awesome. And we can really just like start leveling these guys up. Like imagine getting this to like 20%, you know? Like I don't know what that does, but it seems like it'd be awesome, you know? Regeneration, health efficiency, max health. All that stuff and more seems fantastic. This trap disarm, item rarity, item quantity, you get some really sweet chests that way. Damage, life leech, yeah, these are all just great. Like any of these are fantastic. I think Wendar is probably the least exciting, but mana regen is quite good. So, yeah, really good stuff. Let me grab that out. We got to get this going. Maybe that'll be for this episode. If there's time, we'll finish off the compacting drawers for all of these items that have been kind of putting behind. But for now, we have all of this. So let's get this crystal going here. Mushroom farms putting in work here. Look at that. 8K, 9K. Love to see that. Okay. The poisonous potatoes may become an obstacle at some point. I don't know if there's a way to directly get those without create or Botania. Oh, I can Spolk Haunt. Oh, easy. Super easy. Also, this, super easy as well. Emeralds being the most problematic there. But, yeah, everything else is very, very easy there. Before we level this down, I'm actually going to look at implicits again. And see if we get any plus implicits at level 35. We might. But I'm not 100% on that. Yeah. Not 100% on that. We have our 2 bounties. Yep. Since the warp stem, we can definitely get that going as well. But yeah, we got to go get enchanted up. Swap this back here. Or our armor's at least ready. We got these guys enchanted up. Let's get you going. Nice. We'll get that going before we hop in the vault. All right, we're still going to go with level 5 levels lower, so we're level 30 right now. Could force a scavenger vault. I'd rather not force a scavenger vault. I don't know. I still really like elixir vaults. So they seem to have been popping up a lot as well anyway. But the debut of this thing. All right, let's do it. Good luck, have fun. What's up, Presidez? How are you? Good to see you. A plentiful elixir vault. Let's go. That's a great test for... Oh, also, this might have overgrown. This might be the mining one, though. I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, good test for the copiously, which is where we're at. 10%, 7.8%, with a chance to get us there. Depends if we get a good. If we get a good. Well, let's go. A good roll, you know. Good roll, Jewel. Nice. Again, goal is just take it all out and then grab all this. Oh, that's right. We're doing the... It's on Fortune 3. Ah, so good. We get to start that. Oh, yes. I'm excited for that. I would love to see how this... I want to see how this goes. It's going to be so satisfying. Missed it by that much. Unfortunately, wrong zombies. But what are you going to do? Again, we should not be scared to use this thing at all, I think. We're going to have so much time prior to the next one, you know? There was a little bit of copiously. Now, the thing is, you don't get to tell, like, how much you copiously unless it's, like, you know your exact counts. So. You know. Could be a little tough in that regards. Painite, Alexandrite, nice. Started watching you a long time ago, 2018. I follow nowadays. I don't have as much time. That's all good, but I have the possibility to support by subscribe. I appreciate that. The best part about that is we have the YouTube now, so like when you can't watch, but you got a second for YouTube and you really like the series, right? It's a great time. It's a great time. So, and I really appreciate the sub love. It goes a very, very long way towards staying full time, you know. Now, I know Copious is always a doubler, but it's harder to tell how much you're doubling when you're just getting the gems, right? Unless you don't put them into your bag immediately on top of all the other gems. Because it's easy to count the ores. Not so easy to count the other stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for maxed out vein miner here relatively soon. That's very satisfying having just the ores. I don't know. I like it. I personally like it. For now. I've said this in the past too, but I mean also not having to worry about holding down vein miner is just wonderful. Nice. Hitting on the Woot to die. Just got a pocket mission box, but instead of getting, but putting off getting belts because I need a POG. Oh, because I need Xenium. Gotcha. Cool. Right, you need the POG for the belts. That's awesome. Okay. These are worth decent amounts. I got a 0 on that Sparkles? I always knew Sparkles didn't like me. That's not true. I don't even think he knows who I am. Before you didn't know how... Right, the total, but you could say, oh, I doubled that Wutadai ore, right? It's an easier metric to track. Yes, at the end of the day, you didn't know how much you were getting at what you fully mined it out later, but it's just like you get to know which one you hit easier. Nice. But yes, technically, mathematically, you also didn't know because you hadn't mined them yet. Looks like level 30s when they start wearing the armor, the Vault Guardian guys. It's always fun. I think I'm going to leave a wooden chest behind and dump some junk in. Missed it by that much. Oh, here's our lodestone. Very nice. Oh, we're starting to get these now at level 30. Okay, that might have been a reason to run level 30s earlier. Jardon is a nice, but albeit cheesy guy. Yeah, you know, as a fellow cheese lover, I don't know if I'm as big of a cheese fan as he is, but, you know, that's okay. I'm more than happy to be second to that man in cheese ability, you know. All right, so up top here is a lodestone, and we'll keep going west. And we're going to have no problem finishing up the... or we'll go west here, I guess. Oh, and here's another one. This one's even better, so this one's going to be my room 0 here. This is a bunch of carved POIs, which could be interesting. I don't see any more coins here. I need to reset my hunter. There's some coins. Okay, take that. This one's just easier to see on. Excellent. Arrows, hopefully I'm saying that properly. Welcome. How are you today? I always miss that center one. I think it's because I go like this with my mouse, but like still. Always missing that center one. You're annoying. All right. Let's go due north from this guy. Because that's just easier. So got to go due south to get to the easy to get lodestone. Well, this might just be one of those vaults where there's just a bunch of lodestones everywhere. All right. These are big coin piles. I like that. There's actually a decent chance we got some gold out of that one. Any advice for early game Sky Vaults on level 14? And I have just come across your rabbit wrangling video. Gotcha. Yeah. Depends on what difficulty and settings you're playing. It really depends on what you're stuck on, you know? I would make as many farms as you can. The whole point of Sky Vaults is to make farms. So if it comes up in your crystal, if you make a farm for it sooner rather than later, the better off you're going to be. That said, though, you don't need to go super over the top on vanilla-based farms. I think you can afford to like use the raw vaults to get you to get the resources you need, so you can go into regular vaults, so you can unlock mods that make automating easier. But that's how familiar you are with stuff. Trying to think if there's anything. Building gadgets is amazing. Building gadgets plus power or iron furnaces, being able to build quickly into the void is, I can't tell you how much better it is in Sky Vaults than it is in the overworld. It's still good in the overworld, but like it's not a priority, right? So I would really say that. Mod-wise is probably the biggest difference. I'm getting stuck on Spider Eyes farms. On Spider Eyes, what farm does help best? Because mobs dropping on fire only gives you string. Yeah, you need to kill them as a player. Yeah, no worries. Endangered Taco, no worries. You have to kill them manually to get that. So looting 3. And then automation-wise, routers is pretty good. But yeah, Spider Eyes are a player kill only. Thing. So, yeah. Nice. Make a raid farm and the witches will drop the eyes, I'm pretty sure. True. Raid farms are a little, a little much. You could also use Cagerium to get them as well. I don't recommend Cagerium. I think Eye Spawner is significantly better. Minus the Wither. But yeah. And that's just my opinion, I think your mileage will vary depending on where you're at, what you need. How comfortable you are with vanilla farms. So, witches just don't drop eyes very frequently. Yeah, botany pots are very, very good as well. They are more expensive these days, but like you need to get a few botany pots, you could do a lot of work with them for sure. So, looks like there's a dungeon on this floor here. Okay. That's nice. Oh, we doubled the pizza night. Let's see how much we got from that. 4, looks like. 6. Nice. Happily take that. Can you still get spider eyes from using mob farm using bamboos? No, you need to manually kill them, Sue. Yeah. You need to name tag and keep a banner villager value. Yeah, get the patrols to spawn. First I found Pouch, Drawers, Britannia, Botany Pots, KGR to be a very nice start, but everyone else feels different about that. No, that's a great start. That's a great start. Kagerium is totally fine. It really is. It takes a lot of steel, but it's certainly reasonable, you know? No, that's not Britannia. Botany Pots are in the bottom middle here. These guys, they grow everything but trees, basically. Everything you'll need for the vault but trees. And they're very good. They're very, very good. Well, I do like how much faster this one is. I think this is only has one. Oh, it has a thing in it too? Let's go, dude. So these guys are also worth a ton. Not that we really need the loot. Yeah, this is definitely a... Ow. Spider there as well? Might have been a spider there as well. 1 regeneration? Ooh. That's so good. Heal, then regenerate to top off a little bit for a minute? Oh. Okay. Okay. I thought the poison one was good. That's really solid. That's really, really solid. Yeah. I will happily take that. That is going to be very potent. That might be the best one. I don't actually know, though. But it feels like it might be the best one. Alright, well. I'm a happy pine. Okay, was it 1 south to get back to our lodestone right now, right? We've got 12 minutes left. We're feeling real spicy and real good. Okay, so 1 south to get back. Let's just make it 2 south to get back. Why not? 2 south to get back. All right, never mind. Or did I loot this already? No, I didn't loot this already. All right, well, new room 0. Okay. We should be hunting for idols. I really want to get this to like get the blessings going, you know? Especially now that we have more than this amount. Thread the needle? Nope. Ooh, that was a big fault. Quap, how you doing today? That's a belt. That's a belt. Backpacks are disgustingly huge. Like, it's kind of gross how huge they are. Rude. Oh, I thought that's what you're talking about, the big backpacks. Yeah, no, they're both kind of gross how big they are. You more unlock those, Anime Teen, for the upgrades, like the auto feeder in particular. That's usually what you end up going with those for. So it might be time for maybe even just a double pouch. extra here for loot. All right. Fine. Okay. Here, please. Is the locked vault doors worth trying to open? I personally think so, but a lot of other people kind of grumble about them, I guess. I think they're a ton of fun to loot. Whether you get like amazing stuff for them or not, I don't know, but yes, I think so. Yes, this is Dash Warp. Hey, Carlos, how are you? Man, I can't hit my dash warps though, apparently. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let's do the cardinal directions from here, looting wise. We'll go one more north. Okay. I want it all. I also have... Oh, I don't have any in there. Oh, I do, but I do have some in there. But I do. All right. It's only a chip jewel, and it's not very good. That one's relatively cheap. That one's relatively cheap as well. I want to try to find... Oh, yeah. Inscriptions is what I want. So that could do us for some living. Okay, good stuff up in here. Let's go check all of these guys. What do we got here? Shield for 500. How much do we have here? Like 300 or so? That one's pretty cheap too. There's a lot more in these. My goodness. Yeah, that one seems too expensive. Also, getting these by 50%. Imagine buying some of this for like 20 bronze. That feels like cheating. These are all vault axes though. That's really cheap though. All right, I think I want the cheap chest plate over everything else. All right. Wow. Pretty cool. How'd I get to 47,000 points again? I have no idea. All right, one west. You can also roll these in the vault. I'm going to choose not to, though. All right, 5 gold well spent, though. I think, anyway. Oh, I hear a spider. Which means... Oh, hey. I think that spider just got thorns. Is this a double spawner one? I can never remember. It is a double spawner one. I like just doing this, though, because that is so satisfying. And then kind of skipping the other one. Because that just, like, saves time. Yeah, just saves time. They might be able to get up to me, though. I don't know. We'll see. Nice. Rude. Okay, go upstairs here now. We got more gold. We could go buy some more stuff. I would not say no to that. Would not say no to that at all. Oh, here we go. It's 35% chance. Just saying. Just saying. I might. We got 121, 130. I don't think there was anything in there for that low of a cost. So I think we're going to not. No, that's why we're basing all of our looting off of this anime team, is the lodestones right here. Alright, so north one was that thing, so we gotta go east now. I like this strategy where you find the lodestone and you go loot the cardinal directions of it, so you're always right next to it. You lose a little bit of time because you're running back and forth between the rooms. But, actually, there's some coins there, right? That's coins? Yep. Let's see how many coins we get. It's enough to go buy another thing, which I believe is worth our time. I'm gonna say we need like 2 minutes for that, not even. All the stuff I wanted was like right as we went in. Okay. Rude. Oh, hey. Out of mana. Got it. Got it. Could do a circle around it as well. Yeah. We'll definitely expand on this idea of just like looting around the lodestone. All right, let's go do the thing. Should be relatively safe. I'm so excited for our regen. It's going to be so good. Get an egg. That's nice. So we can buy one thing. I saw a rare plus shield. Our shield's pretty good right now, though. But I would want something like that. You know, I want the rare, not the... Well, that's a sword. How much are you? I think I would much rather have a sword. It's 400 though. There's a common shield. That works. That works. Okay, go south here. And call it a vault. I mean the regen on our potion thing is gonna be just phenomenal, right? Plus we got the inscription. So good. I can't take damage, so worth a shot there. All right, GG's. In a normal vault, I would like normal dash, but totally understand why the Sky Vault warp. In a normal vault, I would like the normal dash, but totally understand. Well, the Sky Vaults are different, no different than the normal vaults. So, sorry, I'm a little confused by that one, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, let's put this down. Yeah, most people aren't. I see, I see. Not normal vault, but the overworld. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you notice that the modifiers you learn in dungeons stay learned for you? Did you notice if the modifiers learned in dungeons stay learned for you? You know, I don't know, actually. I didn't really check. I've been using mana regen this entire time. Oh, we have higher mana regen as well, so we should just... Because we're higher level. It's actually pretty good. Yes, there's the poison immunity. And there's the regen, so... We have everything unlocked now, it feels like. Looks like it. Unless there's something I'm not aware of. Item has no open suffix. Wait, I could put... Oh, I can remove these, yeah. So remove. And then I would need gold in that. Yeah. There's a glitch when losing potion stuff when the server reset. Gotcha. We will make sure we put on... We will make sure we put the appropriate stuff on then. Yep. And those are empty. All right. Well, let's see how we did here. We did all right. We did get that rare helmet, which was the big one, right? The inscription's also just huge. Like, just such a massive win there. 60, 28, so close to going onto our guy here. Okay, let's definitely grab those out. No mystery boxes. How we do ore-wise here? 26 painite, 6 peat, 2 of that 8 black opals, not terrible. I don't know. I feel like we did really well looting-wise there. Got some inscription pieces. I don't know if we have a spot for those yet. We might. That's a level 30 thing. I don't even know if we have enough poisonous mushrooms to make the regen. We'll have to see. Okay, put that away. We did get the geode caves, which is nice. That's our third one. Yeah. Okay, not the one we need, though. It's one of the faces. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of the faces. All right. Where's our... There we go. That's fine. No. I gotta set up that recycler as well. So Gilded Affinity and Living Affinity going there. Very good. I mean, this inscription's fantastic. 16% completion. Only 48 seconds. Obviously, you have to do some other stuff with it, but it's a big old mushroom room. If we can get cascading or something like that onto this guy and just go nuts, that will be really, really epic. Apparently, I had a spot for the inscription pieces already. Nice. All right, and then we roll these. Bloop. How we do? No. No. This is workable, but we already have stuff, so we'll keep it. But it's workable, but yeah, no, and again, workable, but not amazing. So worth keeping for backups, because right, our boots are like rare, right? Yeah, but definitely better than these two, because you get the extra prefix there. And then, yeah, we have the epic here to work with, but again, good backups are good. Okay, nice. And then we'll also smelt these. So the idea being we need to get drawers going for... Yeah, so I think it's time to do a little drawer upgrade. So we need to get drawers going for all of the... We need 45 total for all of the faceted focuses. And then we need... And that's it. Oh, and then I want to do all the compacting drawers as well. So like, how many compacting drawers is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's make 7 compacting drawers.
Mets game cancelled. We're in NYC and we'll be back later if you want to MTG.
Sounds good. Thank you for the resub, Twig. Appreciate you. I will have to let you know. I'll have to let you know. 4. Okay. Oh, and we're short the Larimar and that, huh? Okay. Well, this we can make a stack straight up, so that's fine. It's the Larimar we need to get out, which we have plenty of, just got to process it. So no longer will we have to do this big process. So I'm going to set these up, and that'll be like one of our last big, well, we might go back to Silk Touch at some point, but just to test it out. But let's go ahead and do that so we can make some drawers. All right, our last hurrah. Oh, some of it got teleported away. Classic. Nice. All right, well, this is highly satisfying. 32 at a time. Oh, yes. We'll have to go, retrieve these. Maybe they warp back. Should have them all down, though. Beautiful. All right, drawers. All right, 7 of those. Very nice. Okay. Let's put that away. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. I probably should have just put that kit on, but what are you going to do? Yeah, we should have put that kit on. All right. Fine. So you need to be able to break that, and then hold the key in your offhand. Place the drawer. Lets you do those. Then we're doing these. Or we're swapping into these. We're gonna swap into that. What was the other one we're gonna swap into? Sand. Sand gravel. Okay. Beautiful. Just slap that one there. No particular order here. I would like to keep the diorite, granite, andesite down below here, of course. Get these going here. Oops. Doing a subpar job of lining that up. Actually, we should always double check to see if there's a upgrade we need in them, because some of these are definitely going to have upgrades in them. Right, that does a sandstone, which I actually don't hate, to be honest. I mean, the nice thing is to get the compressed sand going this way, but honestly, we're going to get sandstone almost more from vaults. And then that's a great way to convert those. So leave that as such. Don't think I upgraded those. All right. Good, good. This goes here. This one obviously being very upgraded. 1,400 sounds like a lot until you realize it can fit in your inventory. And then it's not so much. Put those like that. Did have an upgrade in that one. That one I'm going to do a little bit later, though. Let's get the clay going here. There it is. Excellent. And then all of these should now either fit away. Yep. Perfect. So they go up to 2x compressed. So you can get 3x compressed in vaults, but these will all go up to 2x compressed, so they can just go away. And we get rid of one of our last floating chests here. So we're 15 episodes or 20 episodes past us updating. And, sorry, more than that. Almost 30 episodes past us updating from patch 9. And we're finally getting our base organized. It's like moving into a new house. You get like 70% of the way there, and then you don't move that last box in. That's how it goes. That is exactly how it goes. But that's good. Getting all these drawers up and running. Now, we could probably afford... This is the other thing I might want to do here. You know what? Let's spend it now. Let's spend it now. We have all this Larimar, right? Yeah, we got all this Larimar. So let's make some drawers of this variety. 9. Let's go for the full 16. Ran out of steel, but again, steel we have plenty of. Perfect. So let's go for the full 16 here, and let's actually. I wish this center pillar was 3x3. You know, be so convenient. And how many do we have? We have 9 total for that, so it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then what's the other? What's the last? Wuchadai isn't over here. Wuchadai's over there because we need it for the jewels. So I was thinking about doing this. For the POG gems. Now, the nice thing about replacing drawers with that is we can do it this way as well. Because drawers are basically the same thing. Okay, not 100% on what I want to put in these, but I do want to put something in these. Like I said, I was thinking about doing this. Even though it won't be as aesthetically pleasing as having them lined up in the POG order, right? But I think it's still worth. Oh, they don't do that. Never mind then. I thought they were on the list of auto completions. Yeah, never mind then. We'll have these here. We could have these displayed in the center here if we needed to. Right, because that would be 4 over. Yeah, we could do this display here. I might just put these in any random order then. Because it doesn't matter then. Pick up those for sure. Let's go ahead and do driftwood here. We'll do vault diamonds here. Okay. Make sure to pick up all this driftwood. Don't think any of those compact down or auto compact down. So maybe we're grabbing some of these drawers and putting them over on this side. I hate that idea. I have a ton of them, so. Get all these compacting. Same with emerald, same with charcoal. Of course, the goal in the future is to have enough of them that we need to have that. Oops. You know, you need to have them in a compacting drawer. Could do the obsidian. Could definitely do the obsidian. That has its own set of compacting, which is nice. I think I am going to do this in the center here for the pogs. So we can get a quick idea of what we're working with. And we'll just do that there. And that'll be pretty good. All right, but YouTube, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to finish up doing that. You get the idea. You'll see these. Oh, I didn't do the emeralds. You'll see these in the future episodes there. You know, just getting our compacting drawers upgraded, all that stuff. We could do the nether brick with these as well. Like, we have a couple empty ones here. But I want to get, like, the things that are nice to display in the middle here. So our next episode, I might also even just break down all the rest of the ores we have, just so we never have any more ores to worry about. We just know exactly what we're working with at all times. In fact, yeah, I might even just chill out with Twitch chat and, like, set those up at the start of the next episode there, for sure. Get a little ore smashing in the way, all that good stuff and more. So, yeah, but thanks so much for tuning in, watching these episodes all the way through. Really appreciate those who do. That was a really awesome vault. I'm really loving our new tool. It's really good. I like the idea of not dedicating one thing to copiously just yet. Once we hit level 50 again, we'll probably do, like... We'll probably keep this one for our wooden affinity, but then we'll go for maybe a hammer with, like, 20% copiously instead, because that'll be more possible with the jewels we get then. Soulbound, of course, being a big deal. Apparently at level 35, we have a new attack implicit, so we might craft a few more swords, just trying to get that, like, higher attack damage. It's probably only, like, 20 or 22. It probably doesn't go up by that much. Probably 22. I think it's going up by 4 each time. But getting, like, a rare plus sword for that would be good, because this is just a scrappy sword, but it's doing work because of the chaining. So, but, yeah, good stuff all around, for sure. Good stuff all around, for sure. I got to set up the automatic recycler as well. We'll set up a chest in the middle here to do that kind of thing with. So, yeah, thanks so much for all the patrons. Thanks so much for all the folks sharing the Twitch Prime in the chat. But seriously, thank you so much for just tuning in, watching. Maybe sharing this with somebody who likes SkyVaults or Minecraft or just a chill background series to watch. Check out the playlist up here, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.